This is more than a crush, more than a like more than a love. Baby, I'ma make you mine. Whoa. This is more than a crush, more than a like more than a love. Baby, I'ma make you mine. Whoa. This is more than a crush, more than a like paper, I need it. Ayy, shout out to Sebby, I need the green. That nigga cold, I'ma need it. Bad bitch like what I become, so she gon' eat the semen. Hey, 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 let's get live on a Saturday night, nigga feel just like Keenan. Let's get live, fuck it on pie. Oh, she said that when she see me, she wanna fight. It's more than a crush, it's more than a lie. Like, in love with the paper, money hungry for life. Let's get live, hold on, inside. Peel off, that's right. Two-tone whip with a Glock inside. Who shot, not I. I'm off the top, I'm just tryna live high. We the youngest who just living life. We just tryna kick it, let's get live. We tryna kick it, pull up to the dojo. Me and my whole crew got a bad like a hobo. I'm off the gas and it bit moving slow-mo. But can't no one fuck me over, I'm on go-go. Pull up the car, having horses like polo. With the bros, but I'm still riding solo. How you gon' hate if you bro, that's a no-no. I got this motherfucker jumping like Pogo. I got it jumping, grab the carbon blues on me, I'm having motion. I'm money hungry if you touch my plate, then we gon' start a commotion. Bitch, I'm way too geek in the function, I cannot focus. Way too many actions from these woods, we need lotion. KD, I swear I don't never be on bro shit. AP, the way I'm running shit, I copy frozen. This is more than a crush, more than a like, bitch, I need Rex. Niggas ain't seeing me, need cataracts. Graduated, but I don't like the kelp. I feel like Queen Latifah could set it off and we stay with a strap. M's, I'ma make you mine. Run it up and put my team on the map, let's go. This is more than a crush, more than a like paper, I need it. Ayy, shout out to Sebby, I need the green. That nigga cold, I'ma need it. Bad bitch like what I become, so she gon' eat the semen. Hey, 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 let's get live on a Saturday night, nigga feel just like Keenan. Let's get live, fuck it on pie. Oh, she said that when she see me, she wanna fight. It's more than a crush, it's more than a lie. Like, in love with the paper, money hungry for life. Let's get live, hold on, inside. Peel off, that's right. Two-tone whip with a Glock inside. Who shot, not I. I'm off the top, I'm just tryna live high. We the youngest who just living life. We just tryna kick it, let's get live. Don't run away, don't run away from the truth. I'm not giving up.
I think I'm having a moment, another momentary lapse of serotonin. But I see it from your side, I can't count it on my fingers. All the times you let me down, say your piece and let it linger. Let the words dry out your mouth. I can feel the emotion when I walk into the room and you got me in focus, but the camera just don't zoom close enough to see the dirty details. Never gave a damn about the way that I feel. You live a double life.
Hello there, folks. Nerdy Johnny with another episode of Nerdy Live, the best morning show in commentary. And guys, joining me today is a very special guest, King Slay himself. King Sly. I'm running on 2 hours of sleep, guys. Can you tell yet? Anyway, how are you doing today, good sir?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. 2 hours of sleep is amazing.
What were you up doing, man? Working?
Yeah, I was doing a 16-hour shift.
Damn.
Yeah, it's Christmas time. Got to earn that extra money, you know.
I know. I'm with you. I had to start working a little overtime too. I got too many kids to get taken care of for Christmas, man.
Look, I don't have any kids as far as I know yet, and but I do have some siblings. You know, I got a little sister who just loves buying expensive plushies still.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. My middle child has a whole I'm mad of them, but she don't touch them. She don't play with them, but she wants a new one like every day. They're just shoved up into a room upstairs. Just sitting there, and they just are flowing out. You open the door, it's just insane. It's like the Home Alone closet coming out every time you open it.
Jesus. All right, so let's cut to the chase. So I always ask every guest this. So what got you into making content?
2020. I always wanted to do radio. And I found out you had to go to school, and I'm like, all right, well, that's it. I'm not going to school. So regardless of if I want to do it or not. So I was like, I'm going to start a podcast. Me and my friend Fresh, we started a podcast. We still do it to this day. And then we did that for we're still doing it, but up until for 2 years. And I was like, I want to do something else. So I was like, I'm going to branch off, do my own thing. And I started covering locals and stuff like that. So I started, I talked about DSP,
right,
Cobra, and all. If you heard of Nick Nobody, the people that he'll cover, I was starting to do it. So I started talking about them, and then would kind of branch into different commentary type style people, and then I was just like, we're just gonna cover everything. Whatever happens, we're just gonna talk about it. So we'll talk about Phil, we'll talk about LTG, we'll talk about this damn burst freak, which is whatever. Yeah, whatever I find funny or something to clown, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
But that's how it started.
Yeah, and even if you go to school for radio, there's no guarantee you'll get a job at the end of it. Trust me, I know.
Oh yeah, you went to school for it, the broadcasting?
Yeah, I was, and I think the mistake I made was I'm from a small town, so you the closest big city is an hour away, so there's no chance of me getting a job with that. But I digress.
No, see, there you go. I can't do school. I was so glad I got out of it. I tried to go to college for one semester. It was a complete fail. Because once I found out that I didn't really have to go, I just never went.
Yeah. It's when you this is how it was for me. When you're just starting out, you're finally free from your parents, right? And it's you finally get to experience some sort of freedom of sorts. If you don't manage it well, it can get out of hand.
100%. Same as I was like, no one's even gonna call my house and let them know I'm not in school. I'm not going.
You're right.
I would just keep saying, oh man, forget the class. I think the only class I ended up passing was history, and that was a subject I always liked. So I went there, I passed 2 tests, they only did 3, and I was like, all right, I'm not showing up again.
As soon as I heard that a vast majority of your classes aren't mandatory, especially because I went I went post COVID, right? So a lot of the tests we did were online. So I was like, I can just do these tests online from my dorm and sleep in. Heck yeah, let me do that instead.
There you go. Yeah, see, I should have took it more serious, but nah, forget it. It's over and done with now.
Hey, I mean, if as long as you're doing well for yourself now, right? Because
we're good now.
Yeah, because unfortunately, for a lot of people is that they go for a major, they spend money on the diploma, but they end up never getting a job for what they studied for. So a lot.
Yeah, my sister, same thing with them. They went for criminal justice. They stayed in school. I think they did their masters, and they still they don't work nothing in criminal justice.
Dang.
I think so. But, yeah, but I mean, I'm like, all right, well, we're in the same spot, and you spent a bunch of money, and I didn't, so I don't know. I don't know what I don't want to be like, oh, don't go to college, but I just don't see it, you know.
Be smart about going to college. Pick something that you know is guaranteed to get you a job.
True.
So that path of content is kind of interesting because usually, before people, at least a lot of people in this space, before they start covering commentary stuff, they usually try to do like they're usually like a Let's Play channel first, or like they try to do like movie reviews. So you just kind of like delve straight into it with the lolcow stuff.
Yeah, I did okay, so we grew up way different than like the online. So I found out I would find out about these people, and my co-host doesn't know anything about nobody. So there's one video we did. It happened when like Phil got his account, like his bank account leaked, or someone hacked it. That's what it was. Yeah. So when his bank account hacked, I brought it to him so he could see it and like laugh at the fact that how much he was spending. I'm like, yo, this dude acts like he's poor, but look at how much he spent on like liquor and all that, right? So and we were cracking a joke, and that video like exploded. And that was the first time I knew, or I found out that there was like a world around it. I didn't know that. I had no clue. I was just shocked. I knew there was people that made content, but I didn't know how big it was. And that video just exploded. And then it was featured in one of the Secret Limited. He does these like roundup of the whole year or whatever. And he used it too. And then I was like, Jesus Christ, I didn't even know that. So then I was like, all right, well, maybe there's like more of these people, because I heard about Wings for like the longest. Like everyone seems to know who like Wings of Redemption is, but I didn't really know about this dude. He was kind of new to me. So then I was just looking into a bunch of other people. And so I was like, all right, well, maybe I'll just do that then. I'll just cover a bunch of these weirdo people, and we'll see how that goes. And it's been doing fine so far, but now we've branched out to, you know, other people as well.
Yeah, you branched out to
they
covering
start
Timothy.
doing the same thing. Yeah, yes. Now, that guy is something fierce, man. That guy needs... he just had a freak out yesterday.
I saw that. I was just like, well, it's funnier. Like, did you see that tweet? Hang on, let me pull it up for chat. That tweet where he's like, I don't pay my girlfriend. My girlfriend pays me. I'm like, damn, he a pimp named Slipback.
He's pretty. So like, I saw the video of him getting beat too. That was kind of cool.
Yeah,
that was him fighting his girlfriend. That was hilarious.
Oh yeah, the with the Binding of Isaac in the background.
Yeah.
Dude, okay.
Yeah.
I saw that from like the Turkey Tom video. There's a tweet that he shows here that's fucking crazy. Hang on, let me see if I have the screenshot for it. Fuck. Hang on. Let me get to my group chats real quick.
Yeah, you good.
Because he says some fucking insane shit. But like when I see people like Dan Burst, a brony who is advocating for children and adults to have relationships with each other, I'm just like, how much paint did your mother huff when she was pregnant with you?
Jesus Christ, yo, I don't know what. Okay, you see this kid's show, My Little Pony,
yeah,
and you look at it and like it so much that you adopt the personality of this childlike show. And I thought they were all girls this whole time, because when I saw it was on as a child, I was like, why would I ever want to watch this?
That's how it's a girl show. I'm gonna watch Transformers.
There's something like that. But to adopt them, and then you get to a point where you love them so much, then you like want to have sex with them. I'm confused. I'm confused on what a brony is. I don't even know. I just know they're obsessed with the show.
So like,
but then I see a bunch of weirdo. They do a lot of weirdo stuff.
a brony is just like a broad term for a guy who's a fan of My Little Pony. And then there's like for the most part, it's just a bunch of autistic dudes on 4chan who just really like the show. But in his case, he takes it to a whole nother level of like and he's not the only one. There is like a community of these bronies who want to have here we go. Okay, it's not from the video itself, a bit scuffed, but
all right.
Oh,
I just want to know where the grape comes in. Like, why when this kid show is turned into like talking about like incest and grape and zoophilia? It's just weird. I don't understand.
He's a big philosopher, don't you know? He's a big thinker. This guy. I love hearing him freak out though, because like he does a high pitched voice and listen. I will get my mommy.
That's good. You sound like that was good. That was good.
Oh my God! Of course, you showed his supposed face on your live stream. It's just like the eyes are far apart. It's like, yeah, that's the face I associate with the voice.
Yeah, and then all right. Well, this might sound a little mean, but you know. Then I found out he's like wheelchair. You know.
Wait, he's wheelchair bound?
Yeah, that's the rumor I'm hearing is he's in a wheelchair.
Oh my
and he's
God.
got a big head in a wheelchair. He's like gonna take over the world, bro. You don't understand.
Oh my God, he's a fucking supervillain.
yeah. Oh, just gonna flood your kids with zoophilia and grape.
Yeah. Okay.
Server.
Fine. Fucking found it. Jesus. Okay. So let me just size that up for the audience. He says this wild shit right here about black women.
Oh no.
Yeah, he has opinions on races. Sorry, I don't date blacks. Not even the assaultable ones.
No!
That's how strong my willpower is.
Wait, what? Whoa. I didn't see the Turkey Tom video at all.
Yeah, he found some interesting tweets.
Oh my God! Not even the race. Whoa! Oh man, I might have to watch this, bro. I might have to watch this. This is too much. That is crazy.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. So why was he losing his mind on Kiwi farmers for using the N-word in that post?
Listen, he's not racist. He doesn't want to date blacks. Okay, but he's not racist.
But what makes you rapeable? I'm confused.
Especially to him. I'm very concerned what he finds.
So does that mean they're good? They're in a good category if they are rape? Why can't we just stick with consensual? Why is everything gotta be? I gotta forcefully do something to you. He's so hot. Put him in a cage.
I see. I think he would like that. I think he would like being in the cage. Dude.
Oh man, that one is classic. I'm gonna have to watch. I didn't know he said that.
Yeah.
No one even said that to me. I'm upset. That's funny.
Yeah, it's at some point in Tom's video. I was watching on my phone thinking, okay, I'll just get like, I'm sure he's just like recapping it, have this on in the background, and then like I look over, I see that tweet, I'm like, what?
Oh my God.
And then
that was class.
And like there are other tweets that he shows off in the video where he's like, yeah, I'm cucking my online girlfriend with 4 other online hoes. I'm like, what? What?
This dude is a player. He's killing it.
Well, listen, I'm not like, obviously love is love. But the majority of the women he dates are trans. So like, you take that as you will, chat. You take that as you will. But he swears he's not gay. He swears he's not gay.
To me, never mind. You know what? You live it out. It's fine. Live your truth, man. I don't want to get you canceled, right?
Right.
I can say whatever I feel like because they can't do the oppression with me. All right, I'm high tier oppressed, so you can't play that game and cancel me. But they might get you out the way.
Yeah. I always gotta be on my toes, you know.
Yeah.
That's
True.
That's why there's never a recorded instance of me saying slurs.
Yeah, no, I bet you're the only one online that's never
Notice how I
said it.
never said. Notice how I said recorded.
See, I tell just say your N words offline, and then you'll be good.
Exactly.
As soon as you hit offline, you just let it rip.
Yeah, he's got to say. Like,
Yeah, this is why he's in a wheelchair. This is how they found out. And then they were like, oh, I think he's in a wheelchair. And then I saw someone. I gotta find out where. Because I think someone sent it to me that he was in a wheelchair. And then I saw this. I'm like, that's why he was wiggling in a wheelchair.
I just like imagine self-reporting yourself. Like, why are you giving people ammunition? You admit that your name's Timothy.
Which was dumb.
If that is your real face, you posted it online knowing you look like that. And like you openly have discussions about children and animals.
This one, I didn't even know where OpBlock found this. I'm like,
this
they
is
are
on,
digging in the crates for these people.
This is on the Foster You is the gay furry best friend / lover of Dan Burst. They were in the Discord server interacting with the minors.
And they had an Antifa debate.
Yeah, because Dan Burst and Foster You are members of Antifa. I'm sure the organization's proud.
I was like surface level with it. I just saw the zoophilia and I was like going off of that. I didn't know there's like this whole underworld of freakery going on.
Yeah,
there's people in Antifa.
They got a whole YouTube community, these guys.
And they've just been bubbling below the surface this whole time.
Yeah, I'm sure you saw in OpBlock stream last night, but his girlfriend, her YouTube account is called Furry Gamers Against Trump. Like, as in like
that was her?
Gay Murs, yes.
I didn't know that was her. I kept telling her because she was like, oh, you guys are giving me high blood pressure. And I'm like, good, keep getting high blood pressure. And then in the chat, I kept typing. I didn't know that was him. I thought it was just like a freako fan of his or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh, well, stop eating salt. I'm like, no. Let them keep eating salt. We need to keep that blood pressure
pour
real
some
high.
sugar on top of that, too.
Yeah. Just flood them. We need to keep them. I didn't know that was his girlfriend.
Yeah.
That is hilarious. It's getting worse and worse.
Yeah, dude, he can't stop slinging some e-pussy.
Yo, he might give Tipster a run for his money. He might have more
dude,
than Tipster.
He has what Tipster wants. He has the trans harem. Tipster, I know you said you're not using X anymore, but like if you find this guy, you gotta ask him for some pointers.
He's off of X now? I thought he was always...
Oh yeah, done? He made a big dramatic post about how he's leaving Twitter for realsies this time.
Oh my god!
He's moving to Blue Sky.
He got boring. He got unbelievable.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
Oh, he was just doing. I gotta go over there. He was just doing this like annoying thing for like a month after like the Bo Blacks drama, where he's like he acted like he was the ambassador of like the leftist community for commentary. He's like, as a leftist myself, I do not approve of this person's actions. Like, shut the fuck up. They won't want to fucking hear you.
Oh, yeah, this happened like 2 days ago.
Yeah, he all right,
declaration.
Tippy.
Damn, he's over on Blue Sky. I gotta go over there and see what the freaks are doing, man. I just heard about it, but I haven't cared enough to. But now since Tippy's over there.
I never go for the alt tech platforms. Like what was that? What was that one? True Social, some crap like that. I never bothered. I love how they gave like Foster You gave him a fedora for this, like thinking it made him look cool. unironically.
They had to cover his head, man.
Yeah.
They wanted
Some
to
people
show.
having sex. I'm gonna ask questions to other people who had sex before about what sex is like. I'm gonna look on the internet about what sex is like, and this is even more easy to do because we live in the time of history where there's the most information on the internet than ever about sex that's freely available to anyone who knows how to type a word in a search engine.
Search.
I need to pick some of the best phrases from this guy and just make them in the soundboards.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I need
he
to,
might get one
there,
thrown.
There are no little girls coming. I need to get that one.
I was thinking about it, adding it to the soundboard. Mom, that one was that you can't beat. He
No,
has
you
the best
can't.
internet crash out of all time.
Tell him that there are no little girls coming for a play date. Oh my god.
I blame Kristen Nark, by the way, for bringing this freak to my doorstep
So
on a
do I.
member stream. And he just was like, "Hey, you want to see a zoophile defend or a brony defend zoophilia?" Like, what? That's a sick sentence, but sure. I can't not look now.
Yeah,
and now I'm here. Now I can't stop. No, I can't stop.
And like the best part is he thinks he's winning throughout all of this.
Yeah.
Throughout this whole job,
thinks
he's
he's
like,
killing the
"Nah,
game.
I'm winning."
He thinks he's popular. He thinks he's winning. Now he thinks he's gonna defeat Turkey Tom. He's gonna.
I
debunk
saw that
everything.
community post where he's like, "I'm going to
Yeah.
debunk the Turkey Tom." I can't wait. Oh, did you? Oh, my favorite part about the stream from last night was watching the chat, and his girlfriend is saying, "Nah, he rich. He saved hundreds of dollars." I'm like, hundreds of dollars, damn.
Yeah, he's got all the money. You don't
Yeah.
understand. He's set for life. You saved hundreds.
Yeah. He don't got enough money for a microphone though.
Please, these people, and they blast the music too. It's just terrible. Like, dog, turn it down. You can't even hear you.
No, yeah. Do you know he has an editor too? That's the funny thing. I thought it was just him. Nah, he's got someone editing for him. Another furry editing for him.
Jesus, shoot that one. That's the worst editor ever.
In a Google search engine, and you're telling me that typing a word into a search engine, that asking your friends, "Hey, what is sex like?" You're telling me that that's too complex of a process for a child to undergo when we put them through 8 years of elementary and middle school? Are you telling me that they learned absolutely zero in those 8 years of how to do basic research and how to talk to people about things, which is not even academic anymore? That's just a human, basic, and natural skill of how do you talk to people to learn about something. It's your responsibility.
This nigga, man.
Dude, you can't argue with his logic.
Oh man, why do you want to do this to yourself? I'll
Yeah.
never get, like, if you maybe I'm a coward because I feel like if I see that the internet is not taking what I'm saying serious and they're just laughing at me, I would just leave.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly I'm too freaked off for the internet. I can't handle it. It's time for me to go. But they just stay here and make themselves look even crazier.
Well,
I'll never get it. I'll never understand.
Well, you're not affected by the tism the way he is.
Get your mom to shut the computer down. Maybe that's the one thing she could do to.
That's what's insane to me is that like he shouts a lot of his beliefs in these videos, right? So like, is he just recording when like his family isn't there, or it's just like do they begrudgingly? Oh God, yeah, he's a pedo, but he's like in a wheelchair, so he can't do anything.
That's sick. Look, if my kid was like this, if I was sitting, let's say I'm sitting in the living room watching my show, and I hear my son screaming in the other room about minors in my house, zoophilia is dope and fine, and you know what? If you can eat them, you can rape them, all that.
Yeah.
I'm walking in there and pulling the plug. I'm not just gonna let you go crazy. I don't care that you're autistic, all right? I'm definitely not. I might even not let you be online at first if being autistic. I mean, I know that no autism has worked out online. All right. I don't know which one. At some point, maybe it will work for a little bit, but at some point it's gonna fail. Look at Just a Robot. He had a good little run.
Oh,
But
God,
the autism
that
always
moron.
wins.
the
autism, the autism always wins. It always overpowers. I mean, Bo Black, Smoke, they packed him up. I think they're trying to bring him back, but that's fine. But he's packed up from the meantime. All right, it always wins. Just stay offline.
Just
Do you're like the mom is the problem. The mom or dad or whoever they live in. I don't know. Chris Benoit style. Chill.
Oh God.
Maybe that's a nuclear option.
You know, I can't help but feel a little bit of pity for this guy. Like that's ultimately what I feel. It's just like pity. It's like, oh God, like you came to this conclusion and like you genuinely believe this, and there's no way of convincing you otherwise. You're sick. You need to be locked up in an asylum forever and be medicated.
Yes, I think so. And I don't understand. Maybe you know what? Well, no, I can't say that because his mom showed up on the debate, so she's got to be there. I'm like, well, maybe he's doing this all when she's gone. But like, you never walked in and heard him talk crazy. But I can't even say that. She was on there listening to her. She was responding.
Well, it's
like, oh no, you don't have kids here.
Yeah. Well, like it sounds like also too that like she. Like if you listen a little bit before she responds, it's like what like she sounds like she's tired of it already. Like why do you want?
She's been dealing with this.
Yeah.
How many times you want to add me to the stream?
Oh God. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. If I like you talk about unplugging it. If I found out I had a kid that was talking like this, I go out for some milk. Get some cigarettes, never come back.
You're out of here. You're out of here.
You know, it's like that motherfucker gone. I can't do anything at that point. I failed as a parent. I might as well go.
This was a fear of mine. Like when I had mine, I'm like, I don't think I can go through it because I don't want one of my kids coming out damaged goods. All right. I need them to be not this. Because this is my fear. One of them comes out with one ailment, the Christian, and I don't know if I can handle this. I don't know. I can't raise a Christian. I don't have the patience. I can't raise one. So I would have to either leave or one of us has got to go.
Yeah. Oh my God, that reminds me. You know that clip from Invincible where Omni-Man's like, "What's 17 more years? I can start another one." Like I think of that.
The Bulls seem bad as Derek. yeah, they're bad, bro. They're bad. They are bad.
I want to listen
This
to a
is
little bit more of this.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It's because sex is something that develops.
That's not
It's not just he's debating Kiwi farmer. He's debating a Frenchman.
Yeah, that's wait, whoa. That can't be real. That's not a real human. No one talks like that.
Probably not. But he's like, he's doing the accent and the children.
This is supposed to be a Kiwi farmer.
Supposed to be.
I thought they just. Oh, that's why they had Null. Because when I first looked at it, I'm like, Null joined in on autism. Like I can't believe that.
My God! If Null came into a call with him, Null would. Oh God.
That's why. But then I heard him talk. I'm like, okay, this is not real human. This has got to be a fake one.
Mathematics is not something that develops with your brain. That's something you have to learn.
Explain the meaning of the term deadlock, and why does it apply only to sex? Why? What is your evidence? So do both of those. First, explain the.
What is your evidence? I can't talk to children about sex.
Yeah, right. Him. Rape is right on the menu, though. But don't you talk about consensual sex with children?
Well, I don't know. It sounds like the. Oh God, this is so fucked up. Forgive me. It sounds like the minority children are safe. It sounds like only the white people are in danger with this guy.
That's good. That's good. You know what? Mine are saved, so thank God that mine aren't on the menu. All right, that's great.
Yeah, he's like,
that is
no,
a sick
thank you.
Statement. Yeah.
Okay,
man, he tweeted that. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I can't wait to talk about it.
Okay, enough for now about everyone's favorite Tism. So, s- speaking of degenerates, okay, so I seen that you've been covering it. What's your opinion been on the Nux Taku situation?
Oh my God. Okay, so Nux Taku, off the voice alone, nobody should have been listening. Okay, that's my first statement. No, no
Very
one. As
annoying
soon as
voice.
he
I
spoke,
agree.
you should have never listened to him ever again. You should have kicked him off the planet. But for the situation, I feel that everybody that sat and watched this freak off nonsense in the calls for videos and content should have known better, that this should have at one point was going to go bad.
Yeah.
You've seen his thumbnails, you've seen what he puts out, you saw how he you saw what he like click. Sometimes it doesn't have nothing to do with the video. It's just literally clickbait lolly, which is the nastiest thing I've ever seen in my life, or bestiality or whatever. You should have known that this guy was unhinged, but sitting in calls, watching it, you should have known better. Now that already for him, but for like Mudahar to come out and say I'm taking up accountability and then kill the video is insane. And then allegedly will say apologize to Nux and then put out a community post talking about, oh, his content needs to change. No, you sat in a call and it came out. That's it. Then you it's like you want to play both sides. I was about to say this right here. You play both sides. You want to be like fine with Nux and be cool with him, but you want to appease the internet, and then you end up flip-flopping your stories. You're not supposed to be this guy. You're the one that's been. I mean, the only thing he really got wrong was the Ethan Klein video from mad years ago. But besides that, he's been on. I thought he was a good dude. Like he just stuck with his morals or whatever. But now you see all this is coming out. He's flip flopping ideas for this dude. What is it with this Nux Taku that you can't just cut ties?
Yeah, because like
why do you have to lie about him?
For context,
or lie for him and cover him.
This clip right here, as Nick will explain, is from August, and pay attention to what he says here.
Okay, I'm frustrated. I just need to show you this. This is a clip of me, Tom, Mudahar, and Chud Logic duking it out and talking about the Nux drama. Listen to what Muda says right here.
All this energy, and now it just feels awkward.
I mean, I don't know. I think it's a good fucking confrontation. I sent the fucking stuff over to Nux. I think like he should have a good explanation for it. If he doesn't, then we shouldn't be working together. I think the Tom perspective is good. It's like, I'm going to watch this video, and I like to believe that me and Tom have a pretty similar worldview going forward and how we perceive things. And if Tom says that, then fucking there's a 99% chance.
Does this sound like a guy who's been pressured? Does this sound like a guy who hasn't come up with this idea on his own?
Because Nux's argument is that, oh, the freaks like Hassan Piker pressured Muda into hating me.
Yeah, no. Okay. I just think for this guy, he wants to secretly remain friends with this man.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why he's not going to hold a strong position on him, because he wants to remain friends with this dude. But when he does this, he contradicts his statements and he looks crazy. And then I think, well, what is important about this guy that you can't just leave him alone? And you're just hurting yourself by doing this. You take accountability to remove accountability, and then still like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this for this man so much? Now, I think that maybe Reddit might have got to him. I do kind of, because like he commented on it and there was like no, I don't know how Reddit works, all right? I just didn't see too much interaction on Reddit when I went there and saw the post, and I'm like, why would you even comment on this? Why don't you stay off this? Let them do them. Like, because I didn't see too many. I saw it posted once or twice on X, but it wasn't too crazy. And then he responds to that makes a video, and then I don't know. What's your take on this whole thing?
Like I kind of had like rose tinted glasses on, because I'm a fan of Muda. I've been watching him since he was like doing like the creepypasta readings back in the day. But like, first I thought his response video was fine. Actually, I know that's probably a hot take with a good chunk of people. I thought it was fine for what it was. Because like, again, I'm a fan, so like I took it more I was more charitable to him then. but deleting the video, and then you let Nux make an hour-long podcast about how you're a spineless dude who's like just gets pressured by people into having opinions, and that like that you basically bended the knee in a 2-hour-long call. If all it took was a 2-hour-long call, how come you didn't have that after like the Reddit stuff? How come you made the 40-minute long video instead?
Mm-hmm. I'm like, look, the video was as much as you can possibly say. He said I was wrong. I didn't realize. I thought I put too much stock into Nux not saying that he doesn't like Lolly. So okay, there's not much he could say in the video. My issue was removing it. That's the problem. You remove it and then have Nux come out and say we spoke and he apologized. And then you never refuted that point. So to me, I can only go off of that it must be true until you say it. Now, it's alleged. Maybe he could be lying. Some people believe he's lying. Some people don't. But if I was in that same position, I am not going to let this freak that everyone already doesn't like say that I called when I didn't call and apologize when I didn't apologize. Especially if we're supposed to be friends. I ain't going to let you say that about me. And I'm going to correct it ASAP. But that's me.
Yeah,
that's how I operate.
Because like I feel like the community post contradicts a little bit what Nux says. Like Nux says they're still cool, but Muda clarifies in his community post that they're still not friends. He just took the video down because he didn't like the situation, apparently.
Yeah, and then with the community, and then I don't know. I think Muda has to say something.
Yeah.
Or if he just stays silent on this issue, then I guess what Nux said is kind of like, yeah. Because if he can't come out and correct it, but he's telling everyone he's not his friend, there's no strings there. If you're saying he's not his friend, then why are you letting this random dude lie on you? I'm not going to let some random... And he's a 2 million subscriber. It's not like a nobody.
Yeah.
I'm not letting you lie on me. What?
Dude, when so like I made a video when the initial situation happened. I got a bunch of Nux fans that fucking self-reported.
I had one too talking. They were really getting in the defense when I was covering it. I'm like,
yeah,
all right, are you a Nux fan? Is this why we're
yeah, he's like, technically the material that the material that we're watching is covered on like under free speech in America. I was like, well, like I was like, brother, we're talking Canada. First off, we're talking Canada. These guys are Canadians. First mistake.
Yeah.
but like I don't know, like obviously I'm not totally like you gotta be like a good Christian or anything like that, but like when you're just openly degenerate and like you make your whole content that, I don't know, it feels like you got weirder stuff in your closet at that point.
Oh, 100%. If your whole shtick is I'm gonna creep out everybody I talk to, you're weird to me. Why is anybody just all right with that? Like, I feel like Nux is like the king. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I don't think I'm wrong saying this. All right, this is just alleged. I'm all right, but I'm sure that he has Lolly. I'm sure that there's some time on some video that he's either came across, watched it, and maybe I say goon.
Good.
Like, this is all alleged. But this type of dude, this is all alleged, all right? But this is this type of guy that was just openly freaking off, and it's just, and it made a whole career on it. What was that? What was going on YouTube that this was like not shut down quicker, like, or cancelable or canceled quicker? Why was this? And like, you see all these people, you got Turkey Tom involved now. All right, if Turkey Tom just sat in that same call and didn't leave, then isn't he as culpable as Mudahar? Like all these other people that just sat around and did all this. They were sitting there watching it. They cringed. Like, okay, so you cringed, but you didn't leave?
The video, well, the collaboration that was talked about on Reddit. Oh, was it the I think
that's what it was the bestiality, because then he even talked about it. Talking Turkey. Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. Turkey Tom was like, yeah, it was a girl getting done by a dog, and it was like that I'm assuming like that thumbnail that he used. Okay, but why didn't you leave too? Why are you guys staying here?
Yeah, well, as far as I'm aware, Tom has never been friends with Nux. I think he showed up on their podcast.
He did 2 videos because he did another one when that Willie Mack wasn't there. So even after or before the Willie Mack, he still showed up again.
Mhm.
I don't know.
It's just because don't get me wrong, I love doing collaborations. I don't know if like, hey, let's watch and react to porn.
Yeah, no, I'm clicking on that one. Don't even call me. Actually, if you call me for something like that, I'm gonna do everything in my power to ruin you.
Oh, that's justifiable. That's justifiable.
Yeah, just because you thought that me and you had that relationship that you can call me, I have to end you because I'm not with all that. Now I got no problem, and I hate when people conflate the anime with this nonsense.
Yeah,
because I don't watch anime, but I don't have a problem with it. I just want to make that clear. It's only the hentai stuff that just skates the line for me. Like you don't know what you're watching. There's too much. It's not explained enough. All right, you've done everything you can to put this person like a child as possibly can.
But they're
in high school.
But they're
got
actually 8,000 years old.
Yeah.
Now, guys, I always mention this whenever the topic of this sort of material or like just pedo accusations in general. Guys, what you need to do is go for a MILF. Okay? If you're around my age, you can just say that they groomed you if something goes bad.
Wait, what's the Jaden animation? I don't know who that is. I've been seeing
he has an obsession with Jaden animations. He makes a lot of videos. She's a you know the Storytime animation channels? You ever seen one of those?
Like I think I have. I'm trying to think. There was
That's
a black
popular one.
There's a
yeah. I know
there was a black dude that used to do it.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. His name's on the tip of my tongue.
I know. Yeah, it was a black dude. He had like a bald head.
Yeah, she's one of the more popular. Like she's the most popular woman creator in that space, and so a lot of degenerate art is made of her. And Nux likes the art, and he likes watching her videos, and it will be like she'll have a video called I got a cat, right?
Swoozy. I'm sorry, that's who I was thinking about. I apologize. Swoozy, go ahead.
Okay. She'll have a video like I got a cat, and then he'll make a reaction video called we got a cat. Like it's a weird sort of parasocial thing he's doing.
What?
Yeah. Actually, if I look up Nux Taku and Jade Animations, some stuff should pop up. Yep. It's a second search. Yeah, here we go. Nux Taku's Jade Animation fetish. Nux Taku situation's crazy. Jade
I watched that one out.
Here you go. Jade Animations and I got exposed.
What?
Yeah, he's
cat situation is insane.
This is his second channel. Jade Animation is down bad.
Oh.
Okay, what's creepy about that is Jaden has come out to be asexual, which means that they're a person who does not have any sort of sexual attraction whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just really creepy that he's obsessed with this girl. Oh, here we go. Goodbye, Jade Animations and I had a great 10 years on YouTube. All things end. We tried. We're tired, as it says. Our drama situation is crazy. You see what
I would read that as they're together.
Yeah, when she has no partner. I think she has a roommate, but that's about it.
Oh my god. So he's just stalking this. What is with this dude?
Jane Animation and I found out we have ADHD.
Oh my god. I didn't know that. I did not know like this. I heard it mentioned in the harmful opinions, right? Confused opinion is his name.
Harmful
What was it?
opinions.
Oh, harmful opinions. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that video. I heard it mentioned, but I didn't know what it was all about. Okay. So he's just following this girl.
Yeah, and like
Wait,
and,
caught watching AI Pokemon. What the fuck?
yeah. He's a character, that Nux. Creepy character. You know, he had a weird take too on like, he said, yeah, if people say dumb stuff online, they should be harassed. IRL, they should have their jobs taken away. And it's like, wait, you're the one with the anime avatar. You don't show your face. Why do you get to dictate who gets harassed?
And you're the one talking weird, and you don't show your face, right? Like, what? You, all right, so you're the proponent, so we should just never let up. We should harass you forever.
Yeah. Yeah, it's...
Yeah.
I
was watching Dioreo's coverage while I was going, when I was moving yesterday around. And I kind of... I get there's not much more he could have said in that video. The main thing with Mudahar is I just don't understand why he should have just kept it up.
He should have.
Like, there's no pressure. I mean, if you survive, and I was thinking the same thing, like if you survive the Keffels brigade, I think you'll be okay with a couple lolly loving freaks coming around.
Yeah,
I think you'll be all right.
I mean, depending on who you ask, you're basically dealing with the same crowd.
Yeah, true. That's funny. Yes, right. If you cannot succumb to pressure because of Keffels, I think you'll be all right. So I don't know why. I'll never understand it. I don't know.
So
I don't know. And it's too much of a confused if you're cool or not. But
so the other day I saw you and 8-Bit Eric were getting into it. What caused all that?
I hate this guy. I hate this guy. All right. So when I was on Twitter one day, finding my guy to laugh at for the day. All right. I saw that this girl, Alyssa Mercante, had a thread about him. And she posted a thread of him saying the weirdest stuff to this girl, saying that, yeah, Alyssa Mercante, you know, she's not even that hot. I'd look at her butthole and I'll she's not even like, how can I, or so he was just saying a bunch of creepy stuff. Like, there's a whole thread of it. Like,
yeah,
she's not
giving off the
sexy.
creepy uncle vibes.
I mean, yeah, she's not even that sexy. Like, I don't even get that hard watching her. Like, it's just a bunch of weirdo things. And he's calling it roasting. So whenever I see that, I think you're like an incel loser. So obviously, I'm going to bring it up and talk about it. So I watched that. I watched the thread, or I was going through all the clicks, the thread, right? And then the next day, he puts out a video defending it because he's like, oh, she's trying to cancel me. And then he puts out this video in which she knocked down, which, by the way, I don't agree with Alyssa Mercante and what she does, and I don't agree with flagging. So that part. It was literally just to clown him for being a creep. That was all. So then he puts out this clip, or he puts out this video, and in the video he's like, I don't even find you sexually attractive, so how can I sexually harass you? And I just think that statement is funny, so I made like a tile card with that like quote. I just thought it was funny. So I tweeted it, and he finds it. So he must be just searching his name because I didn't tag him in it. I just posted it, and it was like, oh, happy Thanksgiving for wise words for around the dinner table. If I don't find you sexually harassed, or if I don't find you sexual, I can't sexually harass. He finds it. Dude. He's like, oh, I didn't sexually harass anybody. I'm like, brother, I'm not saying, I'm laughing at you for being a freak. I'm not saying you do anything. He's like, I did not sexually harass anybody.
Yeah.
Just kept getting
actually,
mad about it. And
you're too ugly to ever assault. So.
Yeah. And then he was like, first he said, oh, I didn't say that, but if I did, it's based. I'm like, what?
Wait, what?
What do you mean you didn't say it? What are you talking about?
I didn't say that, but if I did, it was correct.
Yeah, and then I sent it to him, or I sent him like, brother, like I said something, and then I sent the video of the clip of him saying it, and this was his sober rebuttal, he calls, because he was drunk talking all that nonsense.
I did see a
this
clip
time
of him being
sober.
drunk, yeah.
And that's when he was talking about, oh, I'd look in her butthole, and I saw her in her panties and bra, and she was like, oh God, I used to think she was so sexy. Like, it's just weird. And then he posted that. And I'm like, you said this when you were sober. He's like, oh, you're mixing up me being drunk and sober rebuttal. I'm like, I'm not. I'm laughing at you. So I'm laughing at what you said. I'm not mixing anything up. I'm just laughing at what you said. That's all. He's like, I did not sexually harass anybody. I'm like, okay.
Oh, guys, like,
All
Bill
right,
Clinton, I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
So I thought it was funny and just talked about it again. But then I started watching what this dude does. And the takes he has on games, and the fact that I remember he was going on like he loves Melanie Mac. Like, I was like, oh, this dude. Yeah, he like loves Melanie Mac. He like she put out a Grand Theft Auto video about 6 crying about it, and then he does the same thing too, like couple hours afterwards. I'm like, oh, dude, this guy is obsessed with her, and I've been just laughing at all the people like mauling over this stupid game that's not even out. That I've just been having a great time laughing at them all. Like Andy Pants Gaming had a terrible take on the game.
Andy Pants Gaming is another, like, I think he's the worst, because even like Heel Face Baby, the guy who do you remember the clip of the guy being like, pronouns, current modern day gaming? That guy was like, yo, Andy Pants, don't be fucking taking people's videos down.
Yeah, and he lost debate to Ackman. And then he tried to flag him, or you flagged him or whatever.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, you're ultra cool, like anti woke against the liberal media trying to silence you, but like you're literally trying to silence someone because they don't agree with you. That was the thing I took away from his debate with Ackman, because like, you know how like in 2016. Like, you would have, like, SJWs who would say, it's not enough that you're not racist, you have to be anti-racist.
Yeah.
He was basically saying the same thing, but for wokeness. It's like, it's not enough that you're not woke, you have to be anti-woke.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. And you should see, like, these Grand Theft Auto takes. Like, the one Andy Pants had that he just put out was, like, because I watched it, and I'm like, this is pathetic. I'm going to break it down. So I broke it, and so he was like, oh, yeah, by all the design, or the producers of the game are all gone. I'm like, or the designers or whatever they're called, programmers. I couldn't think of it. They're all going away or whatever. I look it up. They're not even announced. So that's why he never talked about them. You're just making things up at this point. That's not true. Yeah. And then he's like, well, look they took a picture out of the game in the background. I'm like, okay, but who would even have noticed this in the store? Some obscure picture in the background changed. And it was just something. And then he was like, even like in 2022, they changed this. He shows a post from 9 years ago. He's making it out like they just changed it 2 years ago, when it literally shows the Reddit post from 9 years old. It's at 9Y.
Yeah.
And he's like, in 2022, they just did this. I'm like, yo, you're not even looking at what you're posting.
Now, with
this idiot. Oh, go ahead.
With Andy Pants Gaming, he gets a majority of his opinions from his fan base. He doesn't do any of the research himself. What he does is he has his fans send him a bunch of stuff, and then he talks about it in videos.
Jesus Christ. I see that. I see it now, because they're not even talking. And now this idiot right here, 8-Bit Eric, puts out this GTA 6 gone woke.
And it's not even out yet.
They're only going off of the trailer. That was a minute and a half, right?
The trailer was like a good promo, but like we can't really judge the game until we see like gameplay of it, you know?
You don't even know who's working on it, and they're just assuming that who's working or what they're doing. This video right here, this has to deal with the fact that they took a corporate course on like unconscious bias or something like that.
And
if you could be anything. That could just be a company thing. Have you ever worked for a company and they make you take like a sexual assault?
Yeah, where it's like, listen, grabbing your coworker's butt is bad.
Right. And then the person in there like commented on a video and was like, yeah, I took that same thing from my job. It's like I'm like, this is what I thought. They were just assuming. And by the way, there's 2,000 plus people that work for this company. Only 60 of them took it. And he shows a video. It was the art department. Oh yeah, because they have so much say in the gameplay. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Like, I hate these people, bro.
You better not be making fun of Smashing JT. That's my job. Oh, Smashing JT is another funny one. He was in a hot tub crying about George Floyd's death, and it's just like, do you not see the irony?
Are you kidding me?
Yes, there's a clip
Oh
of
my
there's
God.
hang on. Bo Blacks used to archive it. Let me see if he has it still. There's a clip of
And then
him.
8-Bit Eric will smash JT off, by the way. Like, he loves him. So now I make fun of him that. He's just like a hotbed to get the clown. Like, everything about him, to his voice,
Dude.
to his takes, are just terrible.
Smash JT has been fucking weird recently because he's like he thinks the way to save Spider-Man 2 is by making a mod where like MJ has big tits. It's like that's not the issue with Spider-Man 2. The issue with Spider-Man 2 is that there's no fucking DLC. The game that is there, there's barely 20 hours.
Listen, I had to be reminded that there was a gay parade or a gay prom. All right, how inconsequential this part of the game was. I had to be I played it. I had to be reminded that it was even in there. That's how unimportant it is. And he was like, yeah, I remember when she was part of taking down the list of the DEI and games. Oh, I mean, you mean the Steam list that had 4 games and 2 of them in total only ever got played? Every other game on there was nothing. So you made a whole crybaby list to make sure there was no trans people in there? Like, what? You guys are sick. And I'll never understand it. I'll never understand crying about a video game because there's gay people in it. I'll never get it. I just don't care. If it's good, I'll play it. If it's not, I'm not. That's
Exactly.
it.
Like I think because like they're equating like the fact that there's a gay person in the game, the reason why it's bad. No, the reason why the game's bad is because the gameplay sucks or like the story sucks. Like if you want to fix stuff in gaming, one, the writing has to be better. It's because like you can have a gay person in your show, your movie, your game, whatever, right? And it can be done super well because the writing's fantastic. Like obviously, like I like because like I don't know, I'm more of like, it might sound a bit soy, but like I'm more of like a centrist when it comes to like the woke, anti-woke stuff. Because like I believe there are instances where it's like, okay, they're clearly like shoving it in your face, like the progressiveness, right? But it's like literally like oh my god, Miles Morales, he's black and Hispanic, he's not Spider-Man. And it's like, what? But like that, you see, that's where it activates my tism, because like I'm a comic book nerd. I'm just like, wait, hang on. Like, do you know?
Hasn't he always been?
Like, yeah, you know, he's always been Spider-Man. You know, there are like 5 different Flashes who all operate at like the same time. Guess what? They're all the Flash.
Yeah, right. Okay, I'm with you on that. I'm not on either side. There's definitely games that force it, and there's games that y'all try to force. And I operate in the center and laugh at them both. That's all I ever do. I don't jump to a side because I'm not full on. Yeah, you know what? I understand that there's forcing, and I also understand that when something is more accepted, they will add more of it. They're back in the 50s when being black was terrible. They weren't going to add a bunch of black movies and black this when you couldn't even drink out of the same water fountain.
And when they did, it was super racist.
yeah. When it's acceptable, then they add more of it. But sometimes it's forced. I understand that. But to cry at every turn, we're getting to a point where we are saying a game is done off of a minute and a half of it. Now, Grand Theft Auto 5. I felt like it took 3 days to download the first time, okay? So Grand Theft Auto 6 is probably going to be pretty big. And I think it has more than a minute and a half worth of gameplay in it. So I don't know how you can judge. I look at this and I just see, they're like, oh, they're not even, like Andy Pants literally said, if they do not make fun of gay people, like I swear, if they don't kill a Jew or a gay person within 2 seconds, it's woke.
Yeah,
they have to assassinate the whole race in the first opening credit.
It's gotten to the point now where it's like, oh, there's a black woman in the game? Woke.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, oh my God, this black, like, side scrollers is where it all started for me, right?
Yeah,
I started clowning the side scrollers because they were doing the same thing too. And they said the Grand Theft Auto 6 thing. They were like, oh, well, yeah, they're probably going to go. I'm like, because there's black people in Miami, Florida. Oh no!
Whoa! You serious? You serious?
People? Wait, what? In Miami? Wait, they're not all white.
You're telling me that you're playing as a Latino? Woke, forgetting the fact that one of the greatest GTA games of all time, you play as a black guy, like CJ, the same way. Remember that guy?
Yeah, right. But that was all fine. But now that you're in Miami playing as a Latino and a Latino, like, dog, y'all are taking this too far.
Yeah.
And it's you could see it's such a grift. And I just I
I
laugh.
dude, I remember like people were making theories that one of the protagonists is going to be trans. Like, why? Why do you think that?
And dead wrong. You were dead wrong.
Yeah.
Dead wrong. It's a couple of Bonnie and Clyde in Miami. That's it. That's all. And for what we know, that could be a whole separate story. I don't know. We don't know anything. That's the problem. And y'all are please, Vincent, you've done yourself great. Side scrollers is perfect people to give up on. They're trash, all right?
Yeah.
I hate them with the passion, but they haven't had too much gold lately, so I've left them alone.
I'm just excited because like Vice City on the PS2, at least aesthetic wise, I think it looks pretty good still. Like obviously when you get into like the character models, it looks a bit janky, but like I'm excited to see what they're going to be doing with it. With the what will then be modern day graphics, right? Because like I can't wait to see like what the nighttime's gonna look like with like the neon and everything. Like I'm super excited to see how visually the game's gonna look. I just like like you're still gonna be a criminal. You're still gonna like go on like murderous ramppages. Like it looks like it's
What
still
do
gonna
they
be
expect?
GTA. Yeah.
Do they think there's going to be like no cops? The cops are going to work with they defunded the police in it.
Yeah. There's actually there's no wanted level because there's no police.
Yeah, and when they check at the 6-star level, they send a mental health expert out to you, make sure you're all right.
Yeah,
like,
of
what
course
do you
they're
honestly
trans,
think
right?
that Grand Theft? They have not put out a game since 2013. It's
No,
only been the online they've been pushing?
Red Dead Redemption 2.
No, I'm talking about Grand Theft Auto. They haven't put out a game.
Not since 2013. I was in
So
fifth
you
grade
tell-
when the fifth one came out. Holy shit, I'm old.
Jesus, I remember. 2013. I had my first daughter. My first child was born. Yeah. You're gonna tell me that Grand Theft Auto 6, they're just gonna completely 180 at the first time ever, and there's gonna be nothing.
Right.
That's what you think is really good. Like, let's be honest here. Like, let's just look at the facts. They have because one person that worked on has left. That doesn't mean it's woke. It doesn't mean it's gonna be bad. It might not be as good as 5. Who knows? But I'm saying it's not going to just remove everything that you loved out of nowhere. All right, we're getting rid of killing.
Right.
You can't even drive a car anymore. Like, obviously it has to stay. And if you can kill anybody in the game, then how can it go on woke?
Right. It's.
I just don't get it. I don't know. So I clown them all. Every one of them that cry about this game off of a minute and a half is just easy picking. But I've been go ahead.
Oh, so it's just weird. It's like Dragon the new Dragon Age game. It's called Veilguard, right? Now, like I have some friends who like the game. Apparently the Ackman doesn't like it for gameplay purposes, but like for Andy Pants Gaming, a guy who's supposedly married, right? Like for him, why do all the men why are you so fixated on like men being big and muscular for
Big
you?
and busk.
Yeah, big and muscular. He wants some manly men, you know what I mean? Also too, like I'm a Christian, but all like he's like, I'm a Christian, but also too, every woman who I see in the video game has to be sexualized to my interest.
That's why I love it. I'm like, okay, so you people you're weird to me. Like, so you are like looking at these girls as attractive to me. And to me, the fact that you're openly saying that is weird to me because I play a game and I'm not like, oh man, I'm not playing this game unless she is extremely sexual.
Yeah.
It's just not me. I'm not attracted to pixels like you guys, I guess. I don't know. Don't look at it and be like, oh yeah, I'm not playing this game because she's not attractive. I don't care. I loved The Last of Us 2 because I like The Last of Us 1. I don't care that there was a trans girl in it or whatever. I saw it. I was like, Jesus Christ, she's big. That was the end of it. That was it. I'm like, oh God, she's cock diesel. That's all I said, and we just kept pushing it. I don't need them to be attractive. I don't care about that. I'm not looking. I don't find them. I can't say I look at, oh, yeah, I like this character. She's attractive. And to me, it's just, I don't move like that. I just want the game to be good. All right. So if they all look the same, I just want it to be good.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I don't want to waste my money. The games are too expensive to waste my money. That's all.
Oh,
$75,
I feel
$79. Yeah, I'm not. I don't care. Like, oh, I'm not. I can't pick up the game. The gameplay is impeccable, but the girl in there, she's got an A cup instead of a D, so I can't play it.
Yeah.
What?
It's like wait, because like these are the same guys who like say that the woke, aka like the left, right? They're obsessed with sex, like they're the ones bringing sex into the media. But it's like at any time that there's like a vaguely like average looking woman in a game, you fucking riot.
Yeah. Oh, she wasn't trans. I thought she was trans.
No, she was
this
just
whole
very
time,
muscular. She was just very muscular. She had her protein. She hoarded all the protein shakes from.
I thought she was trans this whole time. That's okay.
No,
well then,
she.
Oh well, my
she
bad.
just built.
She was just big. Okay, all right, my bad. Okay, well, I thought she was trans. My bad. Anyways, it didn't matter. My point was, I still was playing the game. I know people hated the game, but I liked it. I ain't have a problem with it.
Yeah, like people.
Then they were like, "Oh, they made what? What's the dude in God of War? The big dude.
Yeah.
What's his name in it?
Kratos.
The big dude. Kratos. They made Kratos. Oh, soy.
It's like no, he's not. If like he's like the most manly man out of that whole series. Like, what do you mean?
She was slashing. He was doing the same thing he's been doing. What? Because in the beginning of the first one, when he wasn't smashing two girls, and you could play a little creepy mini game doing it. Why? Because now all of a sudden he had a kid and grew up. I don't know. I just didn't understand because nothing really changed to me besides that. What do you mean? And I find out it's because of that sweet water. What was it? What's it called?
Sweet Baby Ink.
Yeah, that one. I said the name all wrong, so I don't even remember the real one.
Oh god, yeah.
Because they put their game. It was like they were. Oh my. Okay, so now because they had some saying it, which I don't even know what they did because I love that game too.
Yeah.
That was like one of my favorite ones.
I think the most they did was they advise. That was it.
And then that should be clear indication that they don't really change a lot because that game. Did you like the game? I loved it.
Dude, it's one of the best PS5 games.
Exactly. I thought it was great. I played it. Me and my son played it. He would sit down and watch it, like watch me play it. We loved it.
The DLC was phenomenal too.
Everything. Yeah, everything. So if this company that's supposed to be ruining life touched this game or advised in it, and this was what? You were still hacking them to pieces, right?
Oh,
you were cutting them up. You were doing all what you say that won't happen if they're around. I don't know. It's just y'all, they ruined one game and y'all just assume that they're gonna do it to everything. They might in a game y'all never were gonna play.
Yeah.
That Concord or whatever, you were never playing that.
Oh, Concord,
so I know
like Concord had its own separate because like this is the thing. Like you know Apex Legends, right?
Yeah.
There's like one cis white guy in that entire game, but guess what? That game was popular for years. It's not the wokeness. It's the gameplay that people really like. People weren't vibing with Concord's gameplay. That's why they shut it down twice. Marvel Rivals just came out. From what I understand, it's people by their definition it's woke, but like it has 500,000 players right now. Now that might drop off soon. Who knows? But like people are playing it.
Yeah, I saw that yesterday. Yeah.
It's like you're focused on a game. If it's not like a story based one, obviously, but like your focus on a game should be the gameplay and not the fact that there's a transgendered black woman in there, you know.
The pronouns thing. When he screamed about the pronouns, I didn't play the game, so I had to ask my people the question. I'm like, listen, when you're playing this game, are they constantly asking you about the pronouns? They're like, no. I'm like, does it come up anywhere past the home screen? They're like, no. And I'm like, does that mean if you choose a pronoun, you get a secret ability or something? They're like, no.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so let me get this straight. He's screaming about this just because when you're in character creation, it says the word pronoun. Like, yeah, pretty much.
Also, like when because before the pronoun screen, you do choose a gender. You choose like male or female, and based off that gender you choose, it auto pre-selects your pronoun. So like literally, it's just there for the people who want to change it because it's a role playing game. Like people don't realize that.
Screamed about it.
It's a role playing game. You choose you role play a character. That's why like everyone was like, "Oh my god, they you can make yourself a trans man in Dragon Age Vanguard. You can cut off your titties." And I was like, it's a role playing game. It's literally based off of D&D. What the fuck you want them to do? Take away creative liberty?
Yeah. Oh, these people. What happened? Just worry about the game. But I get it. Like, you won't have content to grift, obviously, if you worry about just the gameplay. You have to worry about if it's going to ruin because of woke people you don't like. Like this, and then it's like 8-Bit Eric does it the worst. Like, everyone else can do it, and they see the popular, but he comes and he just hears it secondhand and repeats it and regurgitates it, and it's just like, he does it the dumbest down way.
Yeah. Well, he had to find something after the Richwell ran dry.
Richwell. Yeah, after the Richwell.
I felt slimy during that whole situation. I thought I was grifting, but nah. No, man.
Rich does some dumb things. Rich does a lot of dumb things. He definitely outed himself on he definitely outed himself with the whole, like, what's it called? That thing, what was it? The Dropbox thing with Kino Casino.
Yeah.
He put that out himself. He should have never done that. He jumped the gun because he put himself in a whole issue with that. But at the end of the people that were like Jay is way worse, bro.
Yeah.
He's way worse. Jay is just shameful with the way he gets his money. It's just disgusting.
Oh my god!
What was it?
He did a 2-hour stream on what he could have summarized in like 5 minutes about like the whole PayPal situation.
The PayPal situation, yes. He sat there for 2.5 hours regurgitating the same story, just collecting off of it, and then goes, "He's like, I didn't ask him, bruh. We know what you were doing. If you put, I need to tell you what happened here with the negative $2,000 almost." And then you go live only to talk about it. You know what you're doing. You can play dumb, but we know what you're doing.
Now, obviously,
it's
shitty.
People are gonna show up and get. Yeah. I'm not saying it wasn't. The tweet would have sufficed though.
Oh yeah, or like a quick mention on stream, like just like, hey, yeah, so like someone's doing like some chargebacks, so we're dealing with that behind the scenes, and just leave it at that,
Yeah.
But a 2-hour stream.
That's it. 2.5-hour stream.
2.5. Damn. That's
2.5.
He's wait, that's longer than most Marvel movies. What the fuck?
Yeah. He ran past the runtime of Endgame, all right, to talk about this stupid chargebacks that happened. And then he came back the next day and was like, I don't know why people are saying that I was begging. Well, I didn't say you had to give it. Oh, man. And then he showed his house, and I saw where he lived. And it was like,
no.
Yeah. The breakup stream was pure BS. Yes. And then he did it with the breakup. And then he broke up. He shows up to stream and does this whole, I'm sad, I'm crying. Oh, me and my girl broke up. And he milked that for, yeah. He came up there and fake cry. Or he was not fake. He was crying out there. And he's like, he for 12 minutes, he's posture. I don't know how to say this. I don't know what to do. All right. Me and Murray broke up for 2 hours. He did, or for 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours. He did the same thing, grifting money. This whole poor me shtick is getting real old. Yeah, it's just sick. I don't know what this dude. His whole career has been this since he left RTU. Has been that. Now, I know everyone thought RTU in the beginning, like he was like the villain in this. He fired him, and everyone's like, oh, I don't know what happened. Or they treated Jay wrong. So, okay, the first day you want to throw him money because you felt like that. But I was watching it from the inception, and I'm like, he's not refuting anything that Rich is saying. He's saying that I tried to fire him before, but then he didn't want to be fired, so I gave him half the pay. But then he comes over here and was like, he was barely paying me anything. And I'm like, but you
I think he said that on my stream.
Yeah, I'm like, because I watched everything that was happening. And that's when I developed it. I'm like, this J dude's kind of like a snake. And I don't why is no one seeing this? I get that y'all hate Rich. He's done a lot. I understand that. but let's not negate facts here. Like this man is a snake.
Well, what was funny about that stream was the original purpose of that stream was obviously to talk about the situation, right? I was gonna make jokes about both of them because like that's what it was. It was like a messy breakup, like a messy high school breakup. But like Jay was in chat. I thought, hey, I'll shoot my shot. I asked him to get on the stream. He did. Rich has been acting like I was like gay opping him by doing that. If Rich was in my chat, you think I would have refused a then at the time million sub YouTuber to be in my stream? No, I would not have refused that.
No, hell no. I would have got that too, please. Around that time, I would have, especially because I felt like I was the only one that was talking about it. I'm like, let's just for 1 second step aside from what Rich has done and look at this just head on. This dude is going around the internet playing victim when he should have been let it go a long time ago. Now, Rich shouldn't have made like, I'm not paying you because I gave you a computer. That was nonsense.
Yeah, you got to pay those Facebook posts either. It was
you should have paid.
Weird.
And the Facebook post, I checked because they came out, right? I DM him. I'm like, yo, did you send this or is this fake? He's like, I didn't send that. And I'm like, all right, now I kind of got you to lie. I'm like, are you sure you didn't send this? He's like, wait, where'd this come from? I'm like, it leaked. It's all from your Facebook. Then he admitted it to me. So I'm like, okay. Then he went on live and he talked about it. I'm like, yeah, you shouldn't have made the Facebook post. You shouldn't have said, I'm not paying you because I gave you a PC, because you gave that to him way before any of this happened. And that was to do the work that he was doing. I understand that. But so all that saying that you can't do that retroactively. Well, I gave you a PC, so I'm not paying you. No. You have to pay him. That's not facts. You got to do that. That was wrong. That was wrong, and not paying him in general was not. That was wrong.
This all should have ended when Rich initially paid him. Like after like the whole like fallout at first, when he paid him, this all should have ended. I think what was wrong was Rich just like he's got something wrong with him. He's got that lol cow gene in him, so he can't help himself. And then Jay, obviously he was milking that for what it was worth, and he just took full advantage of Rich during that whole situation. It's almost considered like mental abuse at that point, I feel.
Yeah, he wouldn't like. He was just like anytime like the whole internet was piling on him. Then Jay would come out and go live playing the victim and get the money. Then he'll disappear. Then everyone will go at Rich again. Then he'll get riled up. Then he'll come back out and be like, well, And then he drummed up and you wanted to go on the offense. He was like, Rich sent me a computer that had keyloggers in it. And now everyone turns it and was like, wait a minute. Why is this all of a sudden coming out now? He's like, I called the police. I got the police involved. They flood him with money. Nothing came of that. That was a complete lie because he took that back. And then he was like, came out and was like, whoa. Then he tried to defend Rich because everyone but the Dropbox. He added to it because he let everyone know about it. But then he turned around and was like, actually, there was nothing in there. And me and Rich are fine. We're good now. But then he would turn around and do it again. It was just, he's wild. He's weird. And I don't
and then there was an instance where it's like he was going to interview DSP. Jay was going to interview DSP, but I guess Rich intervened in that and screwed him over.
It wasn't Rich. It wasn't Rich that did that. It wasn't Rich? All right. It wasn't Rich that did that. It was this dude. It was a Duty Streams, his name is. He's the one that does the clips of Phil. He jumped into his DMs and told him not to do it, so he didn't do it. That's why it didn't happen. He said not to do it.
Okay.
He said it would go bad if you did it. So then Jay turns around and says, because he was like, I just want to have a conversation with Phil. That's all I want to do. I don't want to talk about drama. I don't want to talk about Rich. Phil DMs him in the DMs and Jay comes out on Twitter and goes, I'm not doing it with DSP. All he wants to do is a fluff piece interview, and I'm not giving it to him. All he wanted to do is make Rich mad. And then he puts like this small section of text that said Rich will be mad with no context. And I'm like, well, why don't you just show the whole message? Why are you doing that sectioned off piece? I saw the whole message. All he mentioned was like something, and Rich will probably be mad seeing us, and nothing else besides that. Like there was nothing in there indicating I'm only doing this to get Rich mad. So Jay lied about that too. Like he is a scumbag, and I don't know why no one else can see this. I feel like I'm driving myself crazy. I'm living on an island on my own. That no one can see the man that's lying. And don't put me in the position that I gotta defend Phil ever, because I don't like that dude either. But I just defend what's right. And what he did was lie, because there was never a talk of an interview. You never said there was an interview. You said you only wanted to talk to him, no drama involved at all. You just wanted to talk to him. And now you lie and say all this because you were told not to. Yeah, dog, he's pathetic. He's pathetic. So I will never let up on Jay. And then I saw how he lives, and I'm just forever clowning him because I saw he showed his house, which for some reason was a terrible idea, because he just lives amongst filth. He's like Asmongold, bro.
I thought he was living in some abandoned church.
He put it out in his manipulation snow stream or whatever. He showed his house walking to the door because he got a package. And he's like, you want a house tour? And it is just the whole kitchen is full of pans and dirty dishes and the whole.
Man, why are you showing that? Why are you being Asmongold?
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. It was bad. I'm like, because I made a comment. I'm like, you look like, because the background, I'm like, you look like Asmongold after he cleaned the house or something. And then he really showed his house. And I'm like, oh my God, you are him.
Oh my God.
It's bad. Hold on. I'm gonna link you the timestamp. Right.
Oh no.
I'm gonna show you. And he showed it live. So I mean, it's all, it's fair.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you.
No, I get, yeah.
I'm gonna show you the house tour.
Rule of the internet: if you don't want something to be talked about, don't talk about it.
Yeah, right. It's very, very simple, right? It's a very simple rule. All right, let me drop it in here. The chat. I just love it. Why can't I?
Oh, you're trying to do it in the side chat?
I'm trying to get out of. Okay, here. Wait, no, I'm trying to get out of the. Hold on. There we go. All right. I'm not. I'm better with the. I'm better with the phone Discord than I am with the. All right, here we go. 29.
Yeah, I feel like PC Discord's kind of weird sometimes when you're trying to use it.
Yeah, I am way better with the phone. I can find it. All right, why is I think I dumped it in the stream room. I hope that's the right spot, but it said it's not loading.
Oh, okay. I think it's. Go ahead and just DM me the link, and I'll.
Oh, okay, all right. I'll do it. All right.
Boomer Sly at it again. Damn, Don.
I know. I'm terrible. I'm terrible.
I can't act like I'm better. There are a ton of like there's at least like once a stream where there's a technical difficulty. Just gotta accept it at this point.
I just learned. I had to learn on the fly how to redirect on my stream last night. I had to watch a tutorial live to learn how to do it.
Oh yeah, well they make it so weird. Like say what you want about Twitch, they make it easy to Oh my God! What the fuck?
Yes, and this is the snowstorm, by the way. He's like, I'm snowed in. I'm trapped in a snowstorm. There's barely anything. I live in Buffalo. I know a snowstorm. All right, you can live life. This is fine.
Nah, I've gone
after he's like,
Ohio isn't as bad as Buffalo, but like I've definitely had this happen, like this type of snow happen before, and we still went to school.
Yeah, when you can see the street, you're fine. You're not snowed in. This is not 6 feet dropped. It's snowed in. All right.
They did a lot of plowing here, but you can kind of see it's starting to hit us here. It's
He's
not
about
as bad
to turn
as
around.
it was this morning, but yeah, there's blizzards coming. And it's going to get so bad that they've basically said, if you do not need to go outside, do not go outside. So
everyone's like, not bad. Is that nothing? That's nothing. That's barely a foot. They're killing them.
It's
like, don't.
It doesn't look that bad, right?
That's not snow.
Yep,
oh yeah, you guys want a tour of this place, didn't you? So
look at his house.
That's up there. And my kitchen area.
Oh my God, dude.
So that's the setup there. And my kitchen.
Why?
He lives amongst filth, bro. He's like Asmongold, dog.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. There have been days where I'm just like, I'm just gonna pass on dishes today. But like, I don't film in my kitchen. If I know that like for some reason my kitchen or some area of my apartment's gonna be shown, I clean that motherfucker. I make sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
you have to listen. I have 3 kids. My house will like I have to keep up on it, or they will take advantage of the Joan.
Oh
But
no, yeah.
I would never, me personally, could never have that many dishes on the counter and be all right with it. It would drive me insane. Every time I would have to walk by and see it, I would lose my mind. And he's streaming next to it. So he sees it for 2.5
Oh god,
hours
you
while
get
he's begging
smells.
oh my God, of course. Look, it just keeps getting worse. It just keeps getting worse here.
Yeah, just does he have a roommate too?
I don't know how he could in this because he shows where unless there's a room back there, because he shows a room. He's like, oh, that's just the bathroom and there's a door. So I don't know. Maybe he does. But how can it's so cramped? Because then he shows his room is like a loft upstairs. It's odd. It's odd, bro.
Yeah.
He shows like the brand new computer, but his whole house is like just in disarray. Like there's his room up there, he says. Oh, there's the loft area. There's a room. That's the bathroom. And then there's a door right there. So maybe his roommate's there. But how? How can a roommate operate here? And then he goes right back to streaming like I'm not living in a condemned building. Like it's just it's wild, bro. It's wild. So I've made it. He's an odd guy. He's an odd guy.
Yeah.
And I just don't like the grifty. I just don't like that poor me. I'm just everything's bad happening to me. I'm gonna do whatever I can to get money. Like it's just shameful. Like I don't have a problem when people be like, oh, this is how you can support. You can super chat and all that. That's fine.
Yeah,
That's whatever. I'm not saying you can never talk about it. But when you make it clearly an open focus that this is all you care about, I will complain a lot. Or I complain. Yeah, I'm gonna complain a lot.
By the way, guys, if you want to support the channel, you become a member for just 99 cents.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I had to shove it in
away. Plug away. But I just don't enjoy that. I don't like you try anything in your possible to guilt these people. You did it with Rich countless times. You did it with every situation, even your breakup. Like nothing is offline.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, this is a sad thing that happened. I can grift off it. And then you play dumb. Like we had a Twitter because I went live and talked about it. So I saw his title. He's like, oh, I'm gonna have my next title, begging extravaganza or whatever, trying to be ironic about
Cute
something
about
you
it, yeah.
unironically did, which is hilarious. So I quote tweeted him like triggered because I just was talking about him. Then he commented underneath and was like, or tweeted about it and was like, listen, support my cat with no legs. I'm like, listen, why don't you go cry on stream again about you having a heartburn like you did last time? Because he had to shut his stream down because he had an anxiety attack, couldn't handle it. That was his first stream ever. Couldn't handle it. He's like, listen, support my. So I stopped talking to him after that because I'm like, dude, you're a clown.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I'll just bring it up live again, and I'm never gonna stop.
And so I don't blame you if you don't know who he is, but there's this content creator. His name's Xander Hall. He's like he's a leftist streamer. One of those political lefty guys. He has.
Yeah, I know Xander Hall.
Oh, you know Xander? Okay.
Yeah,
So-
I know Xander Hall from the flamenco time.
Oh, yeah, dude,
I heard-
fucking Flamenco was obsessed with him for some reason.
Yes, he wanted to call his mom. That's what I know about him.
There's this recent segment from Xander Hall stream where he's basically he's trying to make his chat feel bad that they don't donate to him enough. And like he's talking to his chat about click-through rate when it comes to thumbnails, and it's just like, dude. And he's talking about like, you see, if I was an alt-right grifter, I'd be a millionaire by now. It's like, bro, like this is a sad reality when it comes to content.
His girlfriend robbed him, right?
Yeah, she took all his money because he puts
the
all his
meth
money
head, right?
in PayPal. She spent it on crack.
Yeah, I do know. Yeah, that's why he's broke and begging now.
And it's just like I think like because like I like obviously with me being a small channel, I've kind of lamented the fact, I wish that one video did better. I wish that stream did better, But the reality of the situation is, if you're making entertaining content, people are gonna find you. And
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Xander Hall, but you're not making entertaining content, okay? Like say what you want about Destiny, especially with his recent shit. For the most part, even people who hate him, find him somewhat entertaining. That's why people watch him.
I'm shocked because I've watched his streams, right? And they are just like a lot of silence and a lot of pitter patter on the keyboard. So I'm like, so thousands of you watch this? And like I saw like a research. He was like, oh, research stream. So I'm like, this can't literally be him doing research. I tune in. He didn't say a word for like 10, 15 minutes. He just muttered to himself. I'm like, all right. But then I see his debates and how lively he gets. And I'm like, okay, so now I can kind of see why you guys watch it. So I tried watching Xander Hall, and he's just a dud.
Yeah.
There's nothing exciting about him. He doesn't change the inflection of his voice. Nothing changes. He's just the same old boring dude.
Well, also,
you
too, he burned like every bridge possible in like the space he operates in. I think the only
he was with RFC for a little bit. He would pop out there.
Oh yeah, because he tried to infiltrate the commentary community. Like
yeah. He could have done all right, but he just like you said, just destroyed every relationship he had.
Oh yeah, because like he
the last one was Vosh, and then that was the last bridge he had was Vosh until the horse came out.
He was friends with a person named Demon Mama. Then Demon Mama got exposed for being a creep to people in their Discord. It's tale as old as time, I tell you. But
yeah, the Discord freaks.
He's talking in this stream about how like he wants to make like a he wants to make like a whole network of leftist creators on his channel. And it's like, bro, okay, so like you're what, uploading like 3 segments a day where you hardly do any editing. All you're doing is stream highlight clips, which like if that works for you, it works for you. But like what I've started doing is making like I make shorts. I do like not just the highlight clips. I do like regular videos as well. Cause like you gotta advertise your channel the best way you can. And if certain pieces hit the algorithm, you gotta take advantage of that. Always advertise your streams, but like you shouldn't, especially if you're a smaller streamer, you shouldn't solely rely on that. And like he complains also in this stream that like this is 2 hours into the stream and we got our first donation, which was $5. Just like,
oh my God. Yeah, no one's gonna like that.
Yeah.
Look, I don't make money like a central part of mine just because I work a job, so whatever extra comes in, it's like I appreciate it. Thank you very much. So we don't talk about it. Do me on stream. Yeah, I don't make. When I say I wanted to do radio, this is all I wanted to do.
Right.
This is it. I just wanted to talk, and the fact that I can come up here and laugh at y'all, and y'all can't do nothing back to me because this is not like my income. This is not my main side work 9 to 5. So I don't care. So you can't hurt me. And I just find it funny, and we have a good time doing it. And I feel like, and then I'm super appreciative to all the members I have, to everyone that shows up and super chats, twits, tips or whatever. I'm super appreciative of it. I'm just never going to make it a main staple. I'm just gonna, if y'all want to, go ahead and y'all know what to do. That's it. And you know what? If you operate like that and you try to be entertaining for them, it'll show up.
Of course,
I don't mention it and it shows up. So you talking like it is only going to deter. It's like telling the internet what you don't like is the worst thing in the world. And you telling them that they're getting to you by not giving you money does not seem like a great move to me. That doesn't seem like it's a good thing.
Yeah. Also, too, I don't know if you ever saw it, but like a couple months ago, a bunch of DMs from his former editor were revealed, where he's threatening to unalive them, and that he's gonna also like kill Keffels and Tipster. It was like
I saw that. Yeah, he was like kill them or something like that. Yeah,
like you have a meltdown like that, and you expect to have a career afterwards.
You're lucky people show up at all. How many people alive does he get?
Oh, I think he I think he gets like 50 to 100, which I know like obviously right now we have like I think like 10 to 15, which but like he's a much bigger creator than I am. Also, too, he makes all of his money solely comes from streaming, and no one donates to him. So I think that should tell you everything. It and like the way he talks, he does not have the drive to make content. Because like I always point towards Turkey Tom. Turkey Tom does weekly videos on his main channel. He's been doing like semi-weekly videos on like his secondary channel, and then he has a third channel for stream highlights. And he's consistently uploading to all of those, and then he's working on like collaboration projects on his like fourth channel. Like he's the closest thing we have to Mr. Beast in the commentary community, as cringy as that sounds, because he's always making content, always trying to. Yeah, he's always working. Xanderhall, if you like put in like 1/4 of that effort, I'm sure you could find some success somehow, but you're not doing anything. You don't highlight you don't edit any of your highlight clips. You pay someone else to do your thumbnails, which you don't need to do. Like he's just expecting success. And like that's what really irritates me about a lot of people who like, not just like on the left, but like on, obviously we talk about like the anti-woke right guys too, which is like they just expect success without doing any effort, and it's just frustrating.
It is just work. And you know what, before any of this, I did YouTube for like 3 years and nothing came of it. I made nothing, but I still did it because I just loved it. The fact that now it makes whatever is like, oh, I'm like, oh, this is dope, but I just want to come up here and chop it up. I love working with other people. I love talking and having conversation. I have no problem. And it works out for like when the kids are asleep, it's like a hobby or whatever to do. That's all. But yeah, go get a job. Just go get a job and do this. Like the people that complain about money, just go get a job and do it. Second, you don't have no kids, you don't have no responsibility. There's nothing taking away from you working and then doing the stream. Do everything you're doing now, but just work a job. But they're too like prideful that they just accept. Like, I don't have any money. I, as a man, wouldn't want to operate like that. I would have to get a job. I couldn't just sit there and be like, well, if you're not gonna give it to me, I'm gonna hold y'all hostage and guilt trip you. What? Yeah. No, I'm just gonna work.
Yeah, it's such because like don't get me wrong, if I could quit my job tomorrow and do this full time, I would totally do that. But like, realistically speaking, the money I make off YouTube it's nice. It's nice extra spending money. But like I have to have a job because I have to be doing something that's worthwhile. You know, I have to make sure that there's food on the table for myself. Like.
Yeah, I cannot throw it all into YouTube. And when you find out these creators like Mudahar that still works a job, and you see the views he has, and then I just found out that Leon, this is not his only source. I thought he was just YouTube full time. He's like, no, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know that either. So you see all these people that you see their view counts and they're good and their subs, like they're not even all in. So that tells you something. The people like Keemstar who have made their money from years and years can say that I'm set and I'm good.
He was good. He was making YouTube. He was making money on YouTube when before the adpocalypse. So he was making good money. Yeah, he was making money when it was just based off of who clicked on your video and not watch time.
He made mad money before, like the Fortress Craft. So he's been kind of set for a minute. Or like H3, like when he was before the adpocalypse blew up, and then the podcast is just quadrupled. Or I don't even know how much. Like it just flipped into a huge thing. So he's good. These people are good. They could just stick to that. But like the rest of them that had to operate and it was shaky during the adpocalypse and now, they're like, these people still work. They still do it. They just have extra on top of what they do. And that's, I think, is fine. But then you're going to turn them into people like this. I don't know how Chud is, but he works too. I mean, he's constantly live all day and clips are coming out while
he streams the same amount of time as like a normal person does, like a shift. Like he streams 8 to 10 hours a day. Not a day, but like he does it pretty much semi-weekly at this point. And
I thought he was live every day.
Is it every day?
Because every time I see, I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe I see hit the live button a lot when he's on. Like it seems like every day he's live. I don't know. Like when I saw him like on Thanksgiving, it was live. I'm like, Jesus Christ, guy takes no days off. Yeah. So these people like Destiny's like that too, but I think he's kind of set because he's been doing it for a while too. But or like and the Twitch people, even though I don't like them, they kind of work a lot too. Like Hassan, it seems like he's live all day long too. And I don't know, me personally, I don't know if I could sit down for 8 to 10 hours straight.
No, I fidget a lot. Like I can barely do like 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah, I do too. I've been doing like 2.5. Like if I have topics, like a lot of them. I think, or like a conversation that just ran. Like the last 2 days, I did like 6 in total.
Wow.
But that's nothing compared to some of these people that sit down for 6.5 and 7 hours straight. I'm like, I don't know how y'all could do it. I would maybe fall asleep.
Yeah. Now that being said, obviously working a regular 9 to 5 job is harder than streaming because let's be honest, Hassan wouldn't switch his job to work in construction.
Right. And I work from 6 to 2:30 or well 5 to 2:30 right now. I come home, I got my kids, and then at 8 o'clock I go until like 10:30. So I've put a whole days in before I go live. So I feel like maybe, but I'm not sitting down all day.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
And if it was my full-time job, that'd be cool because then I wouldn't have to wake up and leave. But I don't know if I could do it day in and day out. I don't know. But who knows? It depends on how good of a money it was coming in. If it was worth it, then whatever. But it would have to be like an exorbitant amount of money for me to be like, all right, I'm just going to sit down and do this. And this is my job. But it seems like it's 7 days a week still. Like now it seems like I'm working more. I don't know. I don't know.
Especially with like Twitch has experienced their own adpocalypse. So like streamers are making nothing right now when it comes to like AdSense. Like I feel bad for those like those like intermediary streamers, like the guys who like they got like a decent following but they're not like huge on the platform because like their income's probably not so good right now with all the adpocalypse stuff.
Yeah. So, go ahead. You wanted to play this, him flip out and beg?
Oh no! I was just showing this off real quick because for a reference. So Sly, I always ask the guests this because 2024 I feel in terms of content has been crazy. What has been your favorite drama to cover? Well, not just like what, your favorite drama, whether you covered it, just watched it, whatever. What has been your favorite drama?
I'm gonna say I liked the Bo Blacks one.
Bo Blacks one was kind of entertaining.
The Bo Blacks one was entertaining. I mean, that brought Augie back. That was a lot. It started off a little wonky because it was like you all are mad about him popping off over likes on a tweet. So I was like, well, this is kind of weird. But then it kind of spiraled and just I was like, all right. So that was a slow start. That was good. I'm trying to think of what my favorite. I like the kind of like the dam burst right now though.
This one's been wild.
A lot of,
we're finishing off the year with a bang.
Yeah, this dam burst one has been kind of good. This one has been kind of good. So if I had to say, I think the dam burst was all right. It was a lot of small commentary drama.
For like the not recording type drama. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, there was a lot of that.
Oh my god, there's the fucking like Joker guy from like a couple weeks ago. Yeah, I don't know if you saw any of it, but the guy's like,
Himpleton.
Himpleton. It's like, I may be a loser, and I may be a druggie, but you know what? I don't intentionally hurt people.
If he didn't already mess up with I think the Just a Robot thing. Let me say this like real quick. Like, I don't think pretending to be friendly with them to get information is like the worst thing in the world.
Oh, like, no, he could have definitely bounced back from it.
Yeah, if he didn't mess up a lot, that stream might have been legendary for him. Okay, yeah, it would have been cringy, but he made this dude that was blackmailing him flip and cry. That would have been like a, and then you flipped it like the whole thing 180'd. He's begging you not to expose him after he had you. Like that would have been good, but you already had done bad in the eyes of the commentary, so now it just turned into a cringe fest because of the voice and all that.
Well, it's like what was weird is like what the guy was blackmailing him with was stuff he like pretty much already had said publicly. Like he was like shit talking someone he used to be friends with, but like he was already shit talking them publicly. Like
yeah, that's why I was like, and then you flipped it on him, and so it wouldn't even have been that big of a deal. Then you flipped it on him, and then he started like begging you not to. So I think you could have skated, but everyone already didn't like you. Everyone. Yeah. But I thought when they were making a big deal, oh, you said you weren't friends with Just a Robot, but then it seems like you are. Like, all right, I don't care that you pretended to be his friend to get info. I really don't care about that. And then you burned him afterwards. He's a freak. Who cares? So I didn't really understand why everyone was making that big of a deal. Like, well, that's not the right way to do it. Why? No, I mean, who cares? Like, it's a freak. He's defending a groomer, like, or whatever. You pretended to be his friend to get info out of him. I don't care. And then you were gonna make a video and burn him. Fine. Go ahead, I guess. I didn't make that big of it. I was listening. I'm like, why is everyone like acting like this is the biggest deal? Yeah, it's not the greatest for like integrity wise, but he's a freak. Who cares? You pretended to be his friend to get info. All right.
I feel like I feel like a lot of smaller creators, especially in the commentary space, they get worried about like what some 500 follower Andy thinks of them, or like a 10 follower Andy thinks of them. It's like what you should be focusing on is content, because that's what's fun. You shouldn't be focusing on so and so said I'm a butthead.
Yeah, right. Oh, you know what was also good was the little mini Moreau. Is that his name? Moreau?
Emrao. Yeah, that was funny. That was the guy who was shit talking apparently.
Yeah, that little him going off on Aiden about a Cheeto, and then it coming out that he was all in the DMs being a freak. That was kind of funny.
Dude, he recently tried to have a debate with the Op Block. And it was like it was so weird because it's like, well, what's your definition? Like Emra was saying, well, what's your definition of grooming?
Oh yeah, you know what? I did see that because he was trying to be like, well, that picture that you showed of rape doesn't really show. Oh my God, Emra, just shut up! It's a bunch of freaky text he was showing, and he showed mad more after that. You're gonna harp on one of them because of his setup might have not nailed perfectly. Why are you even debating? Now it just seems like you just want to fight with anybody. Like, what are you doing?
I talked to the Op Block after his little debate with him. It seemed like to me like Emrao just he came off really jealous because it was the Op Block who got the interview and not him.
Yeah. I that was like, because that was a dumb reason to jump in and be like, well, he showed a DM, that one DM that didn't. Bro, but what about the 19 other that he was talking about?
What about the convo they had where they're like, the guy's like, I would be willing to date a minor, but they have to be intelligent for me.
Yeah, or the one where he's like, well, mentally or physically I'm 20 whatever, but I'm actually mentally 13. Like, what about all those? You're just gonna harp on the one that his setup might have not been the greatest before he showed it. It was corny. It was so corny. And then they went on Aiden, and then they were like, oh, that's it? Oh, okay. And then it was it. I'm like, whoa, why did you even start all this? Like, I heard some of it, and I listened to some of it, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm not listening. I'm done with this. I'm not listening. Y'all are complaining. You're just complaining to complain now. You're not catching me with this one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say there's been a lot of good drama. But yeah, the Bo Blacks one or the this Danburst one was pretty good. and then the Bo Blacks one was like, it started off like it was slow, but then he just like turned into this dumb person out of nowhere. Like, I've never heard him talk so much about losing his focus and can you repeat this, and yeah, I'm doing this, but I'm not doing that. Like it was just, who are you, bro? This is
Yeah.
not the guy
Well, it's
that's
just
been
like-
online. This whole-
Like your job is to read tweets and you're on Twitter all day not making a video. It's like, dude, like he passed on the Mr. Beast drama. He could have made bank during that, and he didn't even have to take a side. All he had to do was just read the tweets.
Read the tweets and keep it pushing. What was the point of doing all of like I have BPD, but I don't. But I'm gonna pretend I do and tell everyone I do. Dog, just do your job and shut up. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Why are you not working? Like,
By
who
the way,
cares about this?
By the way,
Stays
I'm
behind.
trans. It's like, whoa.
You're losing your mind about destiny from years. Like, what? Why? I didn't understand. Just do your job and keep it pushing.
Yeah, it's unfortunately, Bo Black's a very vindictive person, and that's really what ruined him at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it seemed like it. He just couldn't let it go. He just couldn't let it go, and he wanted to play the victim behind the scenes, and it all bubbled up.
Yeah,
It all bubbled up. Yeah, it was but that was a good one. That was a good. But then I got sent that Augie retweeted something from Bo Blacks. So now they're like, oh no, they want to bring him back. How can you say they want to bring him back off of that? You might just be laughing at a tweet.
Well, because like also too, like they were friends for like it's online friends granted, but like they were friends for a couple of years. I doubt Augie wants to see him fail.
Yeah, right.
At least not at this point.
They did. And all right, I'm gonna say this, and I've been talking to a lot of people about this. All right, well, not a lot, but every time I'll bring it up.
Mhm.
I feel that if they can, like they brought up the Boo Boss thing, they were all going through it and saying, "Oh yeah, it was like this." But if you go back and watch that,
Yeah,
a lot of what happened was because Augie and Bo Blacks were all going at Nick. Is why it got to the point it really did. It was like it was like, oh yeah, Nick's a spurg, Nick's this, Nick's acting like he knows everything, but Nick's nothing. And then they kept like just harping and pushing on him, pushing until he was like, yeah, all right, I can burn Bo Blacks right now. Watch this. And then they were like, oh, well, why are I gonna take it that serious? Why are you such a spurg? Like they kept just egging him on, and then it just got to that point. And then when he started crying, Augie shuts the stream down.
yeah.
But then if you listen to him talk now, he's like, yeah, we traumatized you from that game. That's crazy. Yeah, he was so manipulative, wasn't he, Nick? Dog, you were right with them, siding with them the whole time. Then they brought it up again. They brought up the fact that the copyright strike thing on RFC, they all acted like it wasn't that big of a deal. Augie and Nick included. They all acted like it wasn't that big of a deal. I saw that one too.
I think Nick admitted that they were sweeping for him at the time.
Yeah, so I'm like, and then you can't years after the fact come back and bring it up. And this is like,
correction. I don't think Nick. I don't think Nick was sweeping for him because I think the other crying clip was Nick pressuring him on this with the copyright stuff.
no, that's what made him cry. That was the Boo Boss thing, was when he made him cry. But
Yeah.
on RFC, Nick was there and Augie was there. They're like, oh yeah, but that wasn't the right move or whatever. And he was like, well, I told you I didn't want to talk about it or whatever. And then like, yeah. But none of them, Nick wasn't even saying anything about it. Like he didn't say a word about it, wasn't saying nothing about it. And then Augie just was like, yeah, I guess it's not that big of a deal. And then they just moved on. They were talking about Turkey Tom going to college. Like it was it was it. That was the end of that. So I'm like, I'm watching you guys all bring this up like this was like a main thing of why he's like this now. Like y'all didn't care then. Y'all didn't care. And lyrics. All right.
Oh God, lyrics.
Why lyrics has evaded these charges of lolicon, and I don't know how, and I'm gonna figure it out.
I don't fuck with that dude. I don't fuck with him. I'll be honest.
I don't understand. How did he evade this? He's the only one.
Dude,
he outed himself.
He became the Nick / Augie weight room with his streams. Like
That's a fact.
I'll say it right now. The only reason why he ever got any traction during the streams was one, the Mom Max situation, and two, Augie wasn't streaming it at the time.
Augie put him on. Then they killed him because he was a weirdo. He was a cringe weirdo, so they killed him off. Then he came back and he went on Bo Black's. Funny enough, he went on Bo Black's, went at some flamenco. Right, he was going at flamenco, calling him a loser, and then the Mama Max thing really blew up, right? Because no one was watching him up until he went against Mama Max. He milked him to death. Then the the corpse, or not the corpse husband, the plagued moth dude.
Yeah,
that helped
yeah.
him too. And then them Bo Blacks, and now he's here. Or well, he kind of the Mr. Beast too, and then the Bo Blacks, and now he's like the guy. But I'm like, okay, so Bo Blacks is bad for being a little cringe behind the scenes and flipping out on his friends and doing that. But Lyrics is fine, but he'll never address the Lolly thing. Plague Moth brought it up to him too. He wouldn't respond. Anytime they call him Lolly Lyrics, he doesn't respond. But he'll go at Tipster about the Lolly. But you don't respond to it. Why? Why is he skating these?
Tipster was defending him on that stuff too. That's a funny thing.
Yeah. He went on our court, or not in our recording. He went on Doc on the radio. And Aiden wanted to clown him about this. And he showed some of them. And he was like, yeah, it's a young girl. And then he was
I
like,
remember that,
is this
yeah.
Lolly? Yeah. And he wouldn't say it was or wasn't. He was like, what do you think it is? Well, I mean, what do you think?
I remember
it is?
Doc
Obviously,
saying he
it's
wasn't
just
comfortable showing it.
Yeah, exactly. And somehow he's just evaded and everyone's forgot about it.
Well,
But
like
they'll
also
call him
too,
Lolly.
I was on a live stream with another creator, CB2. He did a live stream where they looked at Lyrics' anime review channel because like he quit commentary for like a year and like started an anime review channel. He was reviewing like this weird lolly incest anime.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
There's more? Is it still up?
No,
Is
it's wiped. It's scrubbed.
See what I mean? You see what I mean?
If I
And no one can give me an answer.
if CB2 still has the live stream up, I'll try to link it to you. I'll probably find it off stream.
Yes, because I am building a whole story that if I think that we should bring Bo Blacks back and take Lyrics out. Right? I think we should do a swap. All right. I just don't understand
a draft,
how you can just-
a trade.
Yes. We'll bring Bo Blacks back because if Bo Black, you have to tell me what is bad as what he did. If everyone gets kicked out for Lolly, why is he still around? I need to know. I just need to know. Because then if not, then you have to bring Tipster back in for defending a girl that liked it. You have to bring back Heffels, or Vosh, you have to bring Vosh back. If you're going to take Lyrics, you have to bring these people back from the dead, all right? Or just bring Bo Blacks back and just keep Lyrics back in the pit. Kick them back.
Well, thank you for joining us, Sly.
Yes. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. I had fun. This was dope.
Of course. And guys, before we end the stream, we do have to thank the members of the channel. First off, we got to thank the highest tier, Pigeon Salad, for being a Super Nerd 3 for almost a year now. Thank you for going further beyond with the support, dude. Then we have the Super Nerd 2, which is I Have Loved the Stars Tune Fondly. Thank you for the Ascended support. Finally, we have the Super Nerd 1s, which you can join for just 99 cents. And you get, by the way, all the tiers, you get access to members only streams, you get videos a day early, and other exclusive members only content. For Super Nerd Ones, we have GG Hearts, Lady Nerd Artist, K Huck, McMuffin, Daniel J, and Annie. Thank you guys so much for all the support you've shown the channel. If you enjoyed the stream, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for future content. I am Nerdy John, signing out.